Hello. and I want to welcome you to the Alan Show. And I'm Epiphany. Now, many of you are getting to know me. Some of you know me. Others of you don't want to know me. No, everyone wants to know me. I'm Epiphany. That rhymes. Anyway, excuse me. Alan brings me down here, beams me down here to give a little bit of wisdom, a little eternal wisdom. I'm quite a bit older than Alan, but I am an aspect of him all the same. So people call me up and they tell me their problems, or there really aren't any problems, to be honest with you. That's kind of the underlying message here. There aren't problems, there are solutions, or you choose. You know what I mean? It can either be a problem or it can be a solution. A problem is just a signpost that there's a wonderful solution nearby. So if you're focused on problems, one of the first things I can tell you, you don't even need to call. I can solve your problem right there. Don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. It works every time because you attract what it is that you think about, because thinking is kind of a magnetic thing, and you start drawing the things that you think about a lot to you. And so if you're thinking about, if you're thinking about licorice, you'll be drawing a lot of, oh my God, LaQuaque the Wise is here. Hello, LaQuaque the Wise. It's nice to see you. I appreciate it. It's always nice to have another wise person in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And he does help quite a bit with many things. Thank you so much, LaQuaque. We appreciate you here. Alan especially appreciates you. I mean, I don't know what he'd do without you. Yeah, so you can call this beautiful phone number here, and if you have something you want to discuss, and it can even be good news. I'm not going to, I'm just not going to tell folks what to say when they call the Epiphany hotline. It's whatever they want. And, but I'm here, and I am often given messages from, I don't know where it comes from. It comes from above. I'm a wonderful channel for those that are looking to have a channeled message. Now, I don't mess around with, I don't deal with deceased relatives and things like that, but I do have wonderful resources that are quite a bit older than what most folks can give. And I don't know, who is our first caller going to be? I always get so excited when I'm sitting here waiting on that first caller because, they call and then what do you say? And I get out of the way and allow whatever to speak, because that's far better than me just yammering on about whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good, honey. Anyway, for those of you that are in the chat, please tell me, first of all, how was your day and what did you have for dinner? I'm very interested to know. I haven't had my dinner yet because, truthfully, the food on my planet is far superior to the food on this planet. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Well, there's, just so you know, everyone, there is a lot. Oh, your first dish of all time. Do tell. That means that was the first dish you remember eating? Is that what it means? Wow. So while we're getting that in the chat, favorite dish of all times. Wow, I'll have to try this one day. It sounds delicious. Yes. So, honestly, right now around, okay, it doesn't have to be any specific thing, but remember energy. Don't ever forget energy. Energy is what's holding it all together. And you're not able to see it, but it's the things that you don't see that are really the things that affect so many things. So the bottom line is there's a lot of grieving. Remember, many have lost their lives during this coronavirus all around the world. Remember that many people have lost their jobs. They've lost hope. There's a pall that has come over America, certainly. The George Floyd. All different things that I've been watching, albeit from afar. I'm noticing that energetically, not only is there a pall, which means that there's kind of a collective, oh my God, I can't believe it, sadness mixed in with sadness, a pall, kind of a something terrible has happened. And like almost like when you hear that someone's died, a pall falls over either you or your family or whatever organization that lost its leader or whatever. That's what a pall means. And, but also there is a certain, there is an uneasy energy field that's making itself available. Now, also, the Paul energy that I was talking about, that's making itself available as well. We don't have to choose it. This is the thing. Oftentimes we feel like, well, it's available, I'm going to jump on it. But no. Don't jump on it. Don't. What you need to be remembering is, and praying for, actually, praying is a great thing. It's coming back in style if you haven't heard. You can just send up a little prayer and just say, please give me a buffer every time a situation comes along that's going to throw me off my horse. Give me that buffer. And in that buffer, you can ask yourself, who do I want to be in this situation? What do I want to see happen in this situation? What is the highest outcome of this situation that I can possibly imagine? And you see it and you hold it. Don't say anything to anyone because who cares, right? This is for you. Watch that situation shift right before your eyes like a miracle. I promise you. You just set that intention, right? That's what we have to start doing. We have to set those intentions, and you can do it quickly. This is the thing that I've been saying here every time I come to visit, and I do appreciate Alan. He's so adorable. Alan and Matisse. Oh my God. Wow, that kid. Anyway, this is the season we're in. Things are happening quickly. Let me reiterate that. Quickly. We don't have to wait. You start imagining it, it happens. You start speaking on it, it happens faster. You write it down, it's going to happen even faster. I'm telling you right now, things are happening quickly. I don't know why. And they're happening for the people that have been downtrodden, kicked, marginalized. That's who this is happening for, okay? That's who this is happening for. If you've been wondering for the past 20 years or so, why can't I catch a break? How come I keep having all these people coming against me? Why is it that things are just so hard? Honey, rejoice. Let it out. Let's get some praise. Woo! Why don't we do that? Yes! Thank you. Ruku shkunama. Hallelujah. Glory. Woo! I just like to rejoice sometimes because, when you do that, it just brings in a lot of good energy, shifts out the negative space. Sometimes you just need to get up and jump around a little bit and let people, just shake that energy off. Woo. It works. I'm telling you, it really does work. You can't let stinking thinking and negative vibes hang around too long, because what happens is they start seeping in, and once they saturate, it's not good. Then it takes more time and effort. Just deal with it right away. When you realize, I'm not liking this feeling, shift it out. You can shift it out in many different ways. So I just wanted to say that there's a lot of undesirable energy fields that are making themselves available all over the place because of all the things that are happening. We're in a major transition right now. And of course, anytime change is afoot, people get very uncomfortable. And you have to be pretty evolved to be able to ride the wild, buckaroo of change gracefully with poise and grace, which is desirable, right? I would say it is. I don't know. I'm trying to ride it with poise and grace. It just means that even when I'm churning on the inside, I can just smile because it's going to shift. that's another thing that we need to discuss because many people don't know this, but in the 3D, things must change. They cannot stay static. If you're breathing, honey, it's gonna shift. If you're down right now and you're going through something that's uncomfortable or whatever, just remember that it's going to shift. It has no choice. It's gonna shift. There's gonna be another happy day. There's gonna be another joyful day. But now, if you really want to get busy, if you really want to get crunked with it, then what you'll do is you will begin to do the things I said. Imagine it being different. You can jump up and start doing some jumping jacks or shift that energy out of your physical body. And, oh, I think someone's calling. Hold on for a moment. It's just one of those things where we really just have to learn to take care of ourselves. And some people call it self-care, And, let's see what's going on with this chat here. That's fine because I had someone call in and I think she needs a lot of help. She usually does. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to, oh, God. These devices are just so, oh my God. How are you, hero? How's it going?
I'm really good. I just had a very emotional call. She needs prayers right now.
God. Okay, well, I know you won't want to go into it, but thank you for calling the Epiphany Hotline. I appreciate you.
Am I on the air?
Oh, yes, you're on the air, and you are in the air because we know that when you're speaking, your voice is going out into the air and it's impacting every single thing, not only here on planet Earth, but across the universe.
Quantum field.
Absolutely. And, so what's going on? I think about, oh my God. So LaQuaque the Wise is saying, welcome to the Alan Show Hero, which I am here, but of course I'm just an aspect of Alan that happens to have pink hair, and I'm 5,000-year-old goddess from quite a distance away. I've been vacationing on the perimeter of the Van Allen belt, looking down and seeing everything that's going on during this momentous shift that's going on. You guys are entering into a brand new paradigm, and it's exciting, but folks are a little freaked out because of all of the very, very rapid changes that are going on. So how is the shift landing on you, hero?
I was just talking about this today and feeling about it every moment. And sometimes I don't feel in my body at all. And the only way I can ground myself is through song because it's vibration. And vibration is the only way I feel connected to every field at once.
Now that's deep, what you just said, that vibration is the only way that you're connected to all fields at once. This is what I was just talking about, which is self-care. Self-care is so very important during this time because if we don't take care of ourselves, then who's going to do it? I mean, really. So, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just saying amen.
Yeah. So, what's going on, in general? You don't have to call any names, but you did call a name of a friend just earlier. You don't have to go too into detail with that situation, but what do you see happening in the field right now out there that needs addressing?
I think a lot of times we get lost in the illusion of separateness, that we're all such beautiful, high vibrational individuals, every single being on this planet. But we get lost in the bullshit. If you know that feeling, you know what I'm saying. I've done it. You've seen me do it.
Yes.
And I think...
But the question is, are you doing it right now? I'm teasing. Hello? Hello?
No, right now I'm just letting go.
Oh, wonderful. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
How does that feel when you just let go? Let's talk about that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Are there words for letting go?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to translate it into the English language because even putting it into words places a container around what it is,
Mm.
and it limits it with words.
Have you noticed your meditations are so much more potent over the last few days?
My heart always feels like it's beating right outside of my body the second I drop in.
Wow. Yeah.
I used to think it was a nervousness, but then I realized it was just a celebration.
Yeah. Like a reuniting of you with the heavenly realm, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So what's going on in your life? Talk a little bit about what's happening in your life, Hero. You're such a it girl around town. Yeah.
I'm a
um,
boring old lady, Alex.
you're what? You're a boring old lady?
I'm a boring old
Oh,
lady.
it sounds exciting. Tell me what's going on.
I've recently had the blessing to start working with a new mentor, and we have been working on ancestral healing, on angelic healing, on inner child healing, and letting go of shame.
Ooh.
I've been taking a lot of
Hallelujah.
time to work with the elements, with the water, laying in the water, singing into water, singing into fire, singing into the wind.
It sounds like you've been doing a lot of clearing and healing. Now, tell me about, you said inner child work, and you said some other works that you've been working on, angelic, and there was another one?
Letting go of shame.
Well, letting go of shame, but there was a first one you mentioned. You said one and then angelic, and then you mentioned inner child work.
Elemental work?
What is that? Oh, elemental.
Work?
Okay, so let's talk about the angelic work that you've been doing, because what we're all about here is solutions. And are you finding that to be a wonderful solution?
I'm seeing it as a beautiful journey. I feel with life, for me personally, it's not about the solutions, but about acceptance of the path.
Ah, but that could be a solution in and of itself, right?
There you go.
Yes, right. Because if we allow instead of insisting, and we just allow it to unfold gracefully, then we never have to worry.
Absolutely. Taking everything in as the whole.
Yes, yes, yes. So, I'll tell you, you sound like you are just doing great. I would love for you to talk a little bit about my favorite thing about you, which is, ladies and gentlemen, I will not go one word further, well, maybe a couple of words, without announcing that I am on the phone right now with Hero, who is a stone cold healer. You hear me? I didn't mix words, did I? A stone cold healer, I said. She put her hands on you, and the next thing you know, you're zapped into another dimension. I've never seen anything like it. Actually, one other person who will remain nameless, I believe does have a natural ability to heal just by putting her hands on you. And this is just a natural gift that Hero has, which is the reason I'm so excited that she's saying that she's working with a mentor, which is obviously having to do with the healing arts. And it is an art. A-R-T, art. The healing arts are profound. And let's talk a little bit about, where are you with all of that? I mean, you are obviously leaning into it?
I'm learning to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right now I'm working on breaking down that ego barrier of self-doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's always the biggest barrier to our gifts that we all hold inside of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working more heavily with vibration and touch with vibration. So even when I'm working with folks and when I do massage work, when I do hands-on healing work, I've been working with my voice and singing into the body, shifting the molecules and the cells with that vibration on a cellular level.
Ooh, let me tell you, when she sings into you, let me tell you, hallelujah. I've experienced it, and let me tell you, it's amazing. Okay, I mean, she sings into your, I don't know, listen, there are certain things that are exclusively Urantia, Earth, and that are exquisite, and Hero is one of them. Her healing arts are wonderful, and I can't imagine what it's going to be like once they're perfectly refined. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. So now, do you have any like little? Because we've got a little more time left here. Do you have any guided meditations or anything you'd like to share for all of us that are in the chat or lurking, that you can take us through that will just energy work? If not, then that's fine. We can just continue to chat or talk. But do you have anything you can take us through?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I'm going to get comfortable. Hold on for a moment. Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited. Woo! Okay.
I highly recommend joining in and trying this on your own time as well. But dropping deep into ourselves, wherever you are, in the car, on a chair, on the floor, on the beach, whatever surface you're on, to feel into it. And to feel, if you can, place your hands on your heart. And if not, just feel into your heart. Feel into your heartbeat. And now, take a deep breath. And not into our hearts. Sometimes we want to breathe into our hearts, but breathe around your heart, as if you're holding your heart with a hug of the breath. And with each exhale, visualize that you're sharing your breath with everyone who's tapped in on this connection right now. And each time you sit with yourself and you feel into your heart, allow whatever vibration you feel beating through that beat and release it through your voice.
Oh my God! Hero, what a gift. Oh, when you sang, I'm just, by the way, I'm just feeling so zenned out after that wonderful meditation. Hero. Oh.
I love you.
That was a nice, deep, cleansing breath that I was able to take because of that wonderful meditation that you gave. Now, what exactly are you calling that singing thing that you do?
Right now, I just call it heart songs because they're just songs from the heart.
So when you are singing into people, obviously you start your healing arts and you are holding space for their healing. But when you're singing into them, are you visualizing anything, or are you just simply just allowing it to flow through like a channel?
Sometimes if my mind needs to do something, I visualize prayer.
Hmm.
I see vibration. Sometimes I'll see angelic guides, but usually I just feel into vibration and I do my best to keep my channel clear. And again, anytime the mind decides to come play, I direct it straight to prayer.
Mm.
Well, the healing of ourselves, but mostly for whoever I'm working with to tap into their own inner healer, because no one can heal yourself the way that you can.
Can you repeat that one more time, Hero?
No one can heal yourself the way you can.
And that's it. Physician, heal thyself. Let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food. Your energy, realizing that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth. You know, this vibration work that you're doing. You've been talking about it since we got on the phone. What are you learning about vibration, and what forms are you going to be using in your healings that you're doing regarding vibration?
Vibration is a state of being, and we are all a series of vibration moving in different patterns. It's an illusion. The forms I'm working with, I can't really say in words because I'm only just beginning to explore it, and I haven't learned how to translate it into English just yet.
Are they so they are available uh, pockets of vibration that you can direct towards folks for healing?
I would say they're there. Anybody can tap into them, and you can tap into them through intention.
Hmm.
If you have the intention to heal with vibration and you open your mouth with a channel straight to your heart, then whatever comes through is a healing vibration.
Mm. I truly feel honored to know you. Um, I have had the privilege of having Hero work on my body, and I am really looking forward to having her work on my body again, hopefully very soon.
Yes.
Um, when she is ready, and only when she is ready, she will be um, hanging out her shingle. Now, I guess I should ask you: is there anywhere people can find you, or are you doing work yet, or are you simply just in training right now?
Still learning and still exploring. I'm letting I know the path will open up
Mm-hmm.
when
Mm-hmm.
it needs to.
Yes. Yes. Well, for any of you who remember this episode, those of you who are watching and those in the chat, by the way, LaQueque the Wise says thanks for the knowledge, Hero, and that you have given great reminders! Exclamation point. Which you did. It's really great having someone like you in my life because oftentimes you remind me. You gave me that wonderful tip about the breath work before eating that I have not forgotten, and that I still implement from time to time, and it's really been very, very helpful. You are an amazing spiritual practitioner, and I look forward to letting everybody know when you're ready about that you exist and that you are going to be doing your thing, and that they can experience you doing your thing.
Thank you, my love, and thank you everyone for being with me and allowing me to be with you in this space. I'm so grateful.
You are my special. I look back in my personal Instagram, that I've set up here, and boy, do I see a couple of great shots with you and I. That's wonderful. So, Hero, thank you so much for being a part today and for sharing your timeless wisdom and your amazing healing. And I love you, love you, love you.
I love you, love you, love you. Send my love to the pups as well.
I sure will. We'll talk soon.
Bye, darling.
Okay, goodbye. And that's just how it goes when you're dealing with people that have those kinds of gifts. It's amazing what she can do. I don't know how she does it. But that's what's happening here right now, too, everyone. I mean, people that never knew that they were healers, people who never knew that they were spiritual practitioners of different kinds, they're spontaneously realizing that they must drop everything and go to God and follow their spiritual callings. And that is really, isn't Hero just amazing? It's incredible who she is and what she's up to. And she's one, she has just dropped everything to excuse me, she's dropped everything to go into the healing arts because she realizes that she must be on the front lines for what's coming. What's coming? What's coming is something amazing. Earth is getting ready to take its seat at the table of the universe for the very first time. You earned it, but payment is still due, and the biggest payments are coming due soon. We are going to go through a little bit of a turbulent period, and that's all right, because sometimes when you're trying to get something, a friend of mine used to always say, you got to crawl through shit to come out smelling like a rose. So, actually, Jeff Shockton, if you can remember that name there, Joy. So, and we welcome Joy Gordon to the chat. Joy is one of our dear friends that is also about God's business. And when I say God, I don't mean some white guy with a lightning bolt in his hand wearing a toga. I mean whatever it is that's causing us to breathe in and out and gives us life. All sentient beings must represent and must recognize the love of the Supreme One, the Source. I don't know, some people like to dress it up all kinds of different ways. We were talking about Ganesha earlier, which I love that one. Ganesha. I am Ganesha. Anyway, that's a good name for a child, Ganesha. So, I don't know. They might get teased. Well, actually, they won't get teased because Earth is evolving. Now, let me explain. There will be turbulence. That's how it goes. But that's all right. Personally, I like a little turbulence. Anyway, let's see here. Let me see. People are calling in, but they can't get through. We've got to figure this out. I don't really know why, but we're going to... Some folks just, they do it once and then they're done. You know what I'm saying? All right, so as I was saying, and we're really glad to... so, Joey, what did you have for dinner is what I'd like to know. And how was your day? And LaQueque the Wise, I'm going to ask you, are we going to be rating anyone? Alan told me what you're up to, so I guess he told me to make sure to ask, and since we've got a little time between calls, maybe you could let me know that. And then I want to let everyone know something really, really exciting that everyone should know about. Alan is going to be giving his first, okay, wonderful, LaQueque. He's going to be giving his very first command performance, including original material. Hits like Love Supreme, Gone Away. We all know how talented Alan is, and it's not even talent, it's a gift. He is going to be performing at the, let's see, what's it called? He sent me a flyer, which is very cute, I noticed. Ooh, Alan is being blessed right now beyond measure. And he is like so grateful. That's the thing that's great, is that it's not about all of the like the ooh ooh ooh, um oh yes. And anyway, uh Alan's got a lot going on. So stay posted. So wait, Joey, the last thing I heard from you is amen, but I asked you what did you have for dinner? And I know you enjoyed something delicious. I personally can't wait till I can bring some of my dishes over here from my planet. Unfortunately, right now I'm eating Earth food because I'm hanging out just above the Van Allen belt in my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, dinner was time out with my precious daughter. She wanted to eat fast food. The day is amazing, and I wouldn't. Oh, and the reason you wouldn't is because you understand that you don't want to put that kind of food in your stomach. And, when you're a little bit older, you got to be a little more careful about what you're putting in. Now, your daughter, on the other hand, she can play around for a little longer, but, change a thing. What's that mean, change a thing? I don't know what that means. Even though I do love that as a slogan, change a thing. It's wonderful. Oh, let's see what you got going on here. Yes. So, yes. Wouldn't change a thing. How precious is it to have children? Although I'm looking at Alan's children, he loves them so much. Ivy and Pluto, what amazing beings, magical beings. So, did your daughter enjoy what she was eating tonight, Joey? And let me see. I feel bad because he called in and now we're not able to get a hold of each other. But sometimes things just aren't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you just have to let it go. You can't force it. Some folks just don't quite know how to. Sometimes I should just start calling folks because folks need help. Let's see who we got here. Let's see. Oh, also tomorrow night, Alan is going to be with a living legend, the amazing Ruth Atkins Robinson, who, this bitch is kind of bad. She ran the whole music editing department for The Hollywood Reporter for 10 years. She also was the chief editor for BRE magazine for many years. She wrote Motown 25. She wrote almost every Image Award. She also produced Showtime at the Apollo. I mean, the list goes on. The stories are amazing. I mean, get a bucket of popcorn, and I do mean a bucket, okay? Because the stories are not going to stop. Every time you turn around, another amazing story that's staggering is going to be coming out. I'm tuning in my space tube. Oh my God, the interior design of my space tube is unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I wish you could come and see it, but I'm not having guests right now. I'm having too much fun enjoying. Yes, she is a living legend. She will be here at 7 o'clock tomorrow night for our interview segments that Alan is doing. And you can't beat this with a stick. This is like history right here in your face. No question about it. So that's what's going on. What I'm thinking about is I heard a couple of things that Joey mentioned earlier, since he's in the chat, that could use some addressing. So, Joey, if you want to call me, I can take a couple of minutes out to speak to you, and we can also share a little bit about what's going on in the community here. That's going to be good. So if you'd like to go ahead and give me a call on my regular line, since we know each other, but we can at least share some good news, I think, while we're waiting on the next phone call to come in. Folks are scared, I think, to be honest. Because he did call and then we missed it because of stupid robo-killer that they have here on Earth, which I won't go into it, but it's just so ridiculous. Yeah. So, and perhaps, oh, who do we have here? It's Joey Gordon. Hello, how are you?
Hey, Alan.
Oh, no, this isn't Alan. This is Epiphany.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
couldn't I couldn't tell because you're on the
Oh.
speaker in the car.
Oh, I see. So, I was just thinking, is there anything going on that you could use a little help with right now, that you could use some wise counsel? I am in full channeling mode right now.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar. What is it that what is it that you're doing?
Oh.
I just tuned in. I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, like if you have something a question that maybe you need an answer for, or you have, I don't know, a problem or something or a solution that you're looking for, you're not really going to be dealing with problems. If there's a solution that we can work through together to find a solution, that would be fine. Or perhaps there's some good news you'd like to
Yeah.
share.
Oh, I'm very. I'm just coming from a place of gratitude and thanks.
Well, oh,
Right now, so much. I've gone through, for lack of a better word, an epiphany over the last few years, and I've learned to see so many of my challenges and things that I considered as problems as actual solutions. Because I've come to realize that God did not bring me this far to abandon me where I'm at today.
hallelujah. Thank you. Yes, I love it. So, this is why I love having these shows because, we thought that we had people that had problems that were going to be calling in, but then the universe said, no, 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 no. We're having a Solutions Epiphany hotline show today, because we had Hero on earlier who is working with the healing arts, and now I'm on the phone with you who are all about solutions, and I'm excited. So, let's talk about what you see going on the globe right now, where maybe there could be some solutions that we could, brainstorm.
Well, I do realize that many of my talents that I've had, like throughout my life, I've noticed kind of like a resurgence of the fact that I can still use that they're still available and that they're still there, and
Yes.
if you will take the time to look for a chance to use them, they're right there to use.
And the other, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
No, I was just going to just, doubling down on that. Right now, don't worry about your age. Ageism is silly anyway. I mean, I'm 5,000 and plus and looking good. Hold on. If I turn it this way. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my Lord. Okay, looking good, girl. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, and that's nice too when you can just tell yourself that you look good instead of saying that I look bad on the inside. You know what I'm talking about. Those of you who have that negative self-talk, stop it. Stop beating up on yourself because we love you unconditionally. But doubling down on what you were saying, it's like it can happen quickly. Like we don't have to wait. It can happen right now. Don't you agree, Joey?
It's like synchronicity, man. The whole world steps aside when your purpose reveals itself and you go with it.
Right. And those purposes are coming into vision for people at like an exponential rate right now. I mean, people are discovering their purpose in throngs right now because the time has come where all of our gifts, our spiritual gifts, have to come to the forefront so that we can usher in this next, this era of higher dimensional living and of compassion, unconditional love. I mean, let's talk about that a little bit. What are you doing right now to help to usher in this new paradigm, Joey?
Well, I try to keep things really simple in what I'm doing in the day-to-day. Because I know at all times I'm going to be bearing fruit,
Yes.
And it
Yes,
can
yes,
be,
yes.
When I get caught up in my head and I start feeling anger and hate and malice, it manifests itself so quickly. And that is the time that you have to realize you are out of alignment
Yes.
And you have to come back to loving kindness and peace and joy that you experience with people. You cannot let those things that are negative, that bad fruit manifest itself, because it will come
yes.
and ripen right in
Yes.
front of you.
Yes. Ooh, you should preach. I need you to come give a sermon. Woo. Okay, bring it. Yeah, I mean, what do you see going on in the world right now? I want to talk about some of the themes that we're seeing in the world that can use addressing. What are the three greatest areas where solutions are in need right now, in your opinion, in our society, in America?
Well, I think that I can't really say that I have a complete full understanding of the solution, other than that I am keenly aware.
Well, but Joey, I don't want the solutions. You and I can talk about the solutions. I want you to tell me, what are the three issues or problems that you see, the three top ones?
I think that people have tremendous offense in their hearts, and people don't really know how to get along. They don't know how to show love for each other.
Uh-huh.
And it's really holding back us as a whole, and hopefully through God's help, that can, because people have a choice, and fortunately, they hate. So,
Okay, so
I think we have like a huge income disparity in our society.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge problem, and I don't think it's because people are lazy or they don't want to work hard enough to get it. It's things have kind of been stolen from people, and we have to suffer with the results of that, because a lot of the funds and the wherewithal that takes, because a lot of these things take planning, take educated people making sound decisions with the way money gets spent, and I think that stuff's really been kind of spent in the wrong way for a long time, and we're going to have a big road to go back the other way. But things need to change.
I would agree. Let's go back to the first thing that you mentioned. Can you say that one more time? The first problem that you mentioned.
Oh, that people have offense in their heart, and that they don't know how to get along and show love for each other.
Okay, so let's look at that now. Let's together talk about one solution that we can implement in our lives that counteracts that problem.
I've had an experience that helps me overcome a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I have a falling out with someone,
Mm-hmm.
whether, if I'm wrong, I know when I'm wrong, usually, more often than not. And of course, I need to humble myself and apologize.
Of course.
But if I've been wronged by someone else, many times, it's like that person really isn't, unless they really are, willing to come my way and tell me that they're sorry. I think I have a responsibility to go and talk to them. And when I go and tell them, is I tell them, we've had a falling out, and I really don't know the solution to that problem that we have, but I want to ask your forgiveness for something. And I say, I've had resentments in my heart towards you, and I want to ask your forgiveness for that, because I don't want to think about you that way.
Yes.
We have to get past that, but I can't hold on to this offense that I have, because it's going to make it so that we'll never get. And I asked them, can you forgive me? And I'll tell you, Alan, more often than not, I've had people at that that very same time, they're apologizing for what our falling out was over, and the bridge is burned bridge is now repaired. And
Beautiful.
And we have to learn how to love each other enough to be able to bridge that offense that people are just so offended these days, and it's
Absolutely.
just not right. And it divides people, you know. And I don't think that's a good thing. I think it's, you know, I have yet to have a person when I've used this technique with them to have it come back and bite me, you know, where I was able to settle with that person.
Mm-hmm.
I just am thankful for that.
Mm-hmm. You know, forgiveness is a major theme that's going on right now. We were watching yesterday a channeled message about that there's a lot of healing going on in families and a lot of forgiveness going on. That's a necessary step. A lot more is going to be going on, and more and more and more. Like I said, a lot of these things are starting to become exponential. It's not anything they're talking about on the news, so the collective isn't going to know about it all at once, but everybody is feeling into, you know, I want to talk a little bit about the energy that we have going on the planet right now, because that's kind of where we started at the very beginning, and we are now starting to get into the home stretch of this particular Epiphany Hotline. I always get a little sad when the show is coming towards an end, because I really do love talking to all of you, and I enjoy being here on Alan's show. Just a friendly reminder to please hit the follow button when you come to the Alan Show, so that you can be alerted and we can let you know when we're coming on air. And we would love to have you be a part of our family. We are going to be having some live events coming up here soon when things open up a little bit more, and I'll be beaming down from my pipe that's floating just above the Van Allen belt up there, and I'm watching this huge event. There's a lot of us up there, by the way, just so everyone knows. We're up there because it's kind of a vacation package. You know, we kind of popped into your atmosphere to watch the Great Shift and to kind of welcome you and give you a little welcome basket when you finally pop out and realize that most of what you believed is completely opposite to what you think it is. Anyway, I digress. What do you kind of, how could I say this? Why are Anglo-Saxon people behaving the way they're behaving? Not all, but you know who I'm talking about. Why do you think that's going on?
To tell you the truth, in my opinion, it's like they kind of were, they got roped into something that they didn't realize the philosophical conclusion of what they were deciding to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically, you know, so much of like the manifest, and this is like a history thing. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to go, you know, all long-winded on this, but you know, the idea of the country's manifest destiny, and I think it's a combination of things. You know, it's like the incredible wealth that was created from the California Gold Rush in 1849.
Yes.
And it thrust the United States into the center stage in the world, and things like money and power and position became more important than, say, issues of what was our country's. It's like those things kind of got pushed more about money and power.
Right. Hello?
So I think.
Oh, you're breaking up.
I didn't hear what you said, Alan.
I said you're breaking up.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Say the last thing that you were saying there.
I was just saying that I think that the last, let's see, it's like power and position in the world,
Right.
and less of what was at our country's founding of equality and people being created equal. And there really was a compromise that was something that came back to haunt them in the way that they didn't fully have equality for all people. It was just white people with property, you know?
Right.
But that's been a gradual thing that's progressed, and I think that in a lot of ways the country has grabbed a hold of that with, women being able to vote, Civil Rights Act. I mean, there's a lot of things that have kind of come along, but unfortunately that like greed and hunger for power and position on the world stage created more of an empire than a republic. And that's my take on things.
I really love that you can break it down, and one day I'm going to interview you. As a matter of fact, I would like to invite you to come to the Allen Show and be interviewed this coming Friday, if you can. Not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, because I really feel like people ought to hear your perspective. I think it's an important perspective, and would you be willing to do that?
Yeah, Alice, that'd be wonderful.
And if for any reason you're not able to do it in person, then we'll just figure out Zoom. But, we're getting ready to go ahead and end the show now, Joey. And I want to thank you so much for bringing your wisdom. This show has been amazing because everyone that I've spoken to are people that are on the path and are seeking the truth. They're seeking the truth. I have often said that there's a great theme going on Earth, and it happens every time a planet or a collective of people are transitioning into a higher dimensional field, is that there's a split. Everything splits in half. The beings split in half, one set of beings on one side, one set of beings on the other side. And there are the beings that are seeking truth and the ones that are not seeking truth. And what's wonderful is that everyone that we've been on the phone with today are beings that are not only seeking the truth, but on the front lines, really fighting the fight to make the world a better place. So thank you so much, Joey.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh,
It was a pleasure to get asked on the fly like that to participate. Thank you so much.
Well, you have blessed us so much, and we will be speaking tomorrow, if not tonight, and have a wonderful evening. I'll tell you, this is an amazing show tonight because the people that I've spoken to are no different than you. They come across so wise and they come across so seasoned, but they deal with struggle. They deal with sadness. They deal with depression. They deal with lack of funds from time to time. They deal with disappointment. The difference is it doesn't land on them the same way. They are doing their meditation. They are doing their prayer. They are doing the things that are going to keep their spirits buoyed up. And if there's nothing else that I can tell you as we come into the last minute of the show, it's that it's up to you, not anyone else, to keep your spirit lifted. It's up to you to notice when your spirit goes down and it needs a boost. No one else can do that work for you. So the first step is we will be mindful. We will be conscious. We're not going to just allow anything and anyone to lead us into an unpleasant state of being. No. We're not going to allow that. And we're going to pay attention to how we feel. And the minute that we realize we're not feeling good, guess what? We're going to shift that energy. We're going to shift it through seeing things differently in our mind's eye. We're going to shift it through getting up and shaking it off. We're going to shift it through doing something nice for someone else. We're just going to shift it because guess what? We can't afford to allow that energy to sit around and then to begin to permeate our spirits and bring us down, and then we could end up being down for a few days and sometimes a few weeks. We can't afford it now. We can shift things, and we can shift them quickly. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of the Epiphany Hotline. I truly appreciate you. Mwah! And LaQuay, listen, are you getting ready to send us somewhere? Because Alan told me that you are the travel agent with the mostest, the navigator with the mostest. Let's see what LaQuay is talking about. I think you're awesome too, Joy. Truly appreciate you. Thank you for being in the chat and then having a conversation with you. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Alan Show, it's Epiphany. We'll see you next Thursday night, of course, 7 to 8 o'clock. Call me if you need me. And right now, I'm going to turn this thing over to LaQuay the Wise. Have a wonderful